sends it up for the dunk, and he gets it.
Goes to the basket. You know she's got to finish.
Half-court shot. Oh, my goodness. They're still in it, buddy. Way downtown for the lead, and she got it. Wow. And the exclamation point on the game with a dagger here in the fourth. This is going down as a classic. Oh, what a shot. And I don't care if you called it or not. That's how you win.
Good evening and welcome to Buchtel High School. Joe Pacansky, Dave Schick, Peter George, courtside to bring you APS-IS action tonight. We have the host Buchtel Griffins, coached by Matt Futch, against the visiting Akron East Dragons, coached by Brian Dawson. Both teams looking to get after it. East 1-4 in the city series. Buchtel 3-2 with 2 losses coming to the Ellet Orangemen here in city series. They look to lock up that second place spot that would eventually get them back in that City Series championship game. Buchtel wins the tip. They're in the home white with red number, black trim. East in the red with white trim. And we set to go. We'll set the lineups here as soon as we got a break. Right off the gut, Marcel Boyce Jr. for 3. So the youngster and a new look Buchtel team this year with lots of injuries, some changes, some transfers. They're battling that tough schedule, trying to get improved for the second part of the season here. They go inside the other way to Billy Johnson. No rebound, Addison Singletary. Buchtel back in transition. Great cut and score.
Yeah, good movement. They're getting to the basket.
MJ Boyce joined in that starting lineup by Hodge Poole, Martell Perkins, Vernon Smith, and Addison Singletary. Boyce with all 5 points here so far. For the Dragons, Deshaun Jones, Amarian Robinson, Marlon Lee, Eric Holly, and Billy Johnson in the paint. Step back 3, that's long. Nice offensive rebound by Lee. He kicks it out deep to Billy Johnson, and he has the range out there, but he doesn't get that one to go. Another offensive rebound by Lee. They're going to reset.
Coming on a little excited, I think, here in the game.
And boy, that was their bugaboo the other night against the North Vikings in our telecast. They just could not get anything to go from the outside. Here they missed one inside on a nice look. Rebound Perkins, and we're going the other way with the Griffs.
Almost too much energy on those little regular shots that would go in for him. As you saw, Johnson's was a back irons, put a little too much on it.
Yeah, Johnson, an all-city performer, he doesn't usually miss those. He gets the steal, though, back on the defensive end. Nice cross the other way and hang in the air for Deshaun Jones. 2 points off of the turnover, and East is on the board. East comes out man-to-man defensively. They'll switch defenses, as will the Griffins.
Talking with Coach Johnson before the game, a lot of their frustrations this season has just been non-consistent effort, and you see a great play there as he's able to hang in the air and get the additional N1 play, he hopes.
Yeah, a nice outlet pass off of the long rebound. Marlon Lee with the finish. He'll have a chance to finish. Hodge Poole with his first foul. Chance for the Dragons to tie it. And Lee true on that one. 5-5 now. Couple minutes in here. High pick and roll. Your classic NBA playoff offense right there.
Except for the pick usually has so much contact. There's a lot of holding in the pick. This one much cleaner.
Buchtel showing a lot of aggression. They could not get that going the other day. They had a great start in our last telecast against the Orangemen, Dave. But they could not find a range from the outside, and as the game went along, it was more and more perimeter.
It still throws me off, just even with the red in the Griffin jerseys. That splash of color I know is nice for them, but it still throws the diehards that have been here through the black and white era off a little bit.
I prefer the red look with the gray in there. He splits the pair, does Hodge Poole. Buchtel back up by one. They're going to bring 2-2-1 pressure here, three-quarter court. Amarian Robinson shows the hops. Great look and cut, Billy Johnson.
Yeah, much smoother there. Looks like he is getting in rhythm a little better on that shot.
Yeah, great find there by Eric Holly. Pick and roll, no, they cut it off, but Singletary steps out, and he gets everything, goes halfway down, but it pops out. Rebound of Marion Robinson.
Guys to go and challenge the big man. No call underneath.
That should stay, I believe, with the Dragons.
Singletary, a big person to try and go against as he tries to swat it away, but may not count as a block, I think, in my point, but definitely altered where the shot wanted to go.
He was fortunate because the arms weren't straight up, but just no contact. Billy Johnson with the rebound, and that's up and good. Too easy for Billy Johnson.
And he's a smart player underneath the basket. He's not necessarily that power player that plays in the post. He's smart, finds where the rebound's going to be position-wise, and also has that nice little touch offensively.
Calling for the pick. They double at that time. Vernon Smith pops out for the jumper. No, rebound to Sean Jones. And so far, Buchtel pretty much one and done. First turnover by the Dragons, though. We're going to run out the other way. Hodge pull up and good.
And great speed as they collapse on the offensive side for the Dragons and get the turnover. Two good defensive sets on both sides as you saw the trap up top for the Dragons that forced the long jump shot that was an air ball.
Holly finds himself open and kind of sticks the jumper. Literally, it almost stuck.
It like fell asleep on the back of the iron.
I wouldn't say it was great touch, but that certainly, he'll take the soft roll there for Holly.
Any touch that results in 2 points, they usually take.
Much better movement in the East offense so far in the first quarter than we saw the whole game against North in their last game. Contested three, Smith. That's not the shot you want if you're the Griffins. Oh, great spin move, but then a wild shot the other way.
Boyd with the rebound, back the other direction.
Coast to coast, and they got to stop Boyce because he went untouched off the rebound. Foul's going to be on DeJohn Jones. Yeah.
At the line for 2 shots, number 11, Jake Boyce.
You got Vernon Smith sporting the 2 different color shoes there. That's become a more popular look. Not my personal choice, but we thought in one telecast, I don't know if that was when I was with you, if we thought, did the players switch?
Yeah.
And now, because one was like a size 8 and the other was like a size 12.
My kids aren't quite at that age, but I know there was a discussion like, you need 2 pairs of shoes, but you're only going to wear one every game. I can't just buy you 1 pair of shoes?
Grace and Motley check in, as well as R.T. Puri, who is one of their big-time scorers. He's been injured. He was in a boot, missed the Elliott game, so they'll look forward to having him off the bench. And a great start for Boyce Jr. He's got 7 of the 11. No.
Good defense
Holly
underneath
skies
his
for the
hands
rebound.
up.
Grace gets the rebound and then is tied up. That's going to stay with the Dragons. That's way too easy to Johnson, but he loses it. He got a good look and just couldn't get the handle. Second turnover for the Dragons.
One of those ones where the mind knows what you want to do, but you want to keep that ball away from being swatted. Quickly, and lost it on the way up.
Yeah, quickly the other way. 3-pointer, no. Rebound. Nice job by Buchtel getting a couple rebounds. One by Justice Lane, the other by Grace. Boyce, man, quick off the handles. Martell Perkins for his first 2. Great job. Now that was a point where you used the crossover to get somewhere. Nice mid-range jumper. Buchtel back up by 1.
Seeing good spacing and tempo from both teams here.
Yeah, watch Eric Holly jump in this game. If he's not a high jumper, I don't know who is. Quick timeout by Coach Futch. He's willing to use one to not have to waste the jump ball. And we'll take the 30-second time.
Want to let you know web-based learning at APS Online helps students who prefer learning in a non-traditional school setting. Akron Public Schools and APS Online. Find out more about your choices at akronschools.com. Also want to let you know that APS IS thanks Alco for their support of Akron Public Schools and athletics. Alco Solutions for a cleaner environment as the best janitorial equipment supplier in Akron. Also want to let you know that our next game coming up on APS IS will be Firestone versus North. The girls' game will be right here on your information station.
Here we go, back to action, 140 and counting. Oh, nice stutter step move, but he can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound for Grace. Can't get it to go. Billy Johnson runs down his third rebound. Grace, three rebounds off the bench already for him.
And now they're starting to dare the Dragons to shoot that outside shot. They haven't hit a three yet.
They go to this 1-1-3 zone, which really is basically a 2-3. They just give a little extended pressure on it. Wild reverse, should have went up the first way. Billy Johnson with another rebound. Can't get it to go, and East is just destroying it on the offensive glass.
And they were told one of the things that they did poorly at in their losses was rebounding, and they're coming out with some intensity tonight. The effort in rebounding is certainly there.
Yeah, they're up 12-7 right now. They got the rebounding edge. We're going to have a foul on the floor, and that's going to be on Paris, his first. Paris, third leading scorer on that state semifinal team last year. That, you know, he's the big gun, if you will, that they have left. Of course, losing Jonathan King to graduation, and Livingston to via transfer. Nice steal and bucket.
Well, to my knowledge, there hasn't been a lot of talk about him at the Western Reserve because that out-of-conference play, as we have another turnover.
Back-to-back turnovers. That's 5 now for the Dragons, and they were really clean until a couple possessions. Who's been clean is Martell Boyce Jr. He's got 9 first-quarter points. Looking real comfortable playing at home. Almost a turnover, can't get it. Hanging in the air, now they're going to get Holly on the hack across the arm.
Foul on East, number 22, Eric Holly, his first. Team third. At the line for your Griffins, shooting 2 shots, number 0, Justice Lane.
Justice Lane, who likes to slash and get to the hole, draw the contact, does so there. First foul shot, no good for Lane. Second one, back iron, no.
Into the forecourt, into the corner. He's only got 10 seconds left.
Jones drives, loses it for a second. 3, 2, Holly gonna have to get it up here, and they don't get it up. After 1 quarter of play, it's the Buchtel Griffins 14 and the East Dragons 11.
Connecting community to the classroom, Akron Public Schools has hundreds of businesses, organizations, and foundations supporting its students and families each and every day. Learn more at akronschools.com. Also want to thank APS IS, thanks Kohl's Garage Inc. for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Kohl's Garage Inc. providing comprehensive auto repair at affordable prices to get you back on the road. They've been doing it for over 40 years. So an interesting quarter so far. We've seen them really kind of play back and forth, having some success, and rebounding being key really for both teams.
East with an advantage led by Billy Johnson, 4 points and 4 rebounds. Eric Holly and Deshaun Jones, 3 boards apiece. But the difference has been MJ Boyce Jr. He's got 9 of the 14 points, giving him a great lift. The young guard showing that he can get it done in the scoring column. Second quarter action begins. East stays man-to-man defensively. Ball kicked, but perfectly. Do you get an assist if that goes in? It doesn't, so we don't have to worry about it. Deshaun Jones with the rebound. And he just skies, and they're going to get Addison Singletary with his first foul across the arm. That'll send Jones to the line.
Textbook play that you see Russell Westbrook do a lot of speed and then stops to shoot and gets that defender on his heels trying to back up, and then he's up for the shot, gets him in a bad position for the foul.
First one is knocked down by Jones. Eric Holly going to get a breather. 18 seconds into the second quarter. Billy Johnson checks back in. That might be a matchup for matchup there. As they kind of went Twin Towers, Buchtel, so East brings back in the size. And one of those Twin Towers, Vernon Smith, pulls down the rebound in traffic. 3 seconds on Singletary. That'll be the second turnover for the Griffins. Buchtel didn't stay in that trap long. They dropped back. They're back to the man-to-man. They went zone for a couple of possessions. Jones on the take, the hang. Good defensive help there, but nice rebound by Marlon Lee, keeping that possession alive for the Dragons.
Oh, good interior passing, but can't get it to fall down.
Gonna have a jump ball. It's gonna stay with the Dragons. And you get the feeling if Buchtel could do a better job on the defensive glass, it would give them some run-out opportunities and maybe a chance to extend this lead.
Well, and they haven't really gone into their full court press that we tend to see them. They've stayed more in the zone because of the quick bring up by the Dragons.
Johnson's showing his range with the step out.
A nice game he's put together, 7 points, 4 rebounds so far early here in the second quarter.
That's the modern day big man. Doesn't just sit on the low block, pops out and drills the jumper. You got to respect that too. Nice roll by Singletary, and then he loses it off of not his foot though. It will stay.
It was somebody else's foot.
Yes. Justice Lane back in the ball game for Singletary.
Another thing you're seeing with players, as we talked about before the broadcast, as you see Singletary has kind of the wrap on his knee with the big dunk.
My goodness. Did you see
on
that?
the alley-oop?
What a great run play. He comes with the back pick and a huge flush dunk for Vernon Smith. Did you see that?
That woke everybody up.
Peter, the Insta highlight. But right back the other way with the answer is Cartier Trammell for his first two. That's a nice basket by them just to kind of swell that momentum. That's a travel. Oh my God, is that a travel, dude?
Well,
he hopped. That's not a Euro.
It should count because the foul happened, but not during the shot.
I am not Euro step. If you take any kind of a step before that Euro step, it's easy. It's 2+. It's a travel. But guess what? Boyce will take it. And one.
Who's our foul on?
I didn't get it.
They put it down already?
I think he said Trammell. Cartier Trammell. Boyce has now got a dozen and back to the pressure for the Griffins.
Yeah, Trammell.
Long skip pass, handled nicely. Oh, great look inside. Billy Johnson, 2 more. And Johnson, who had a rough off game against Ellett, not the case tonight. He's come out firing here in the first half.
Long rebound, picked up and off and running. Holly for the
dunk!
dunk!
The other way. Cartier Trammell with the throwdown. And the Dragons back up by 2 off of that long rebound. Paris to Smith, he can't handle it, but Paris gets the rebound.
That's a bad pass to your big man.
Yeah, just a little bit off.
Too low.
Yeah, because he can extend.
But the extension's up. He trying to catch it low and then bring it up, makes it hard to put it in.
Paree for three, no good. Trammell, who's off and running.
Hangs in the air and gets it to go.
And you gotta love the pace that the Dragons are playing with right now. They're getting the fast break points.
Well, and it woke up the crowd with the big dunk by Vernon.
But since it's given the Dragons, they've been the team with more energy. Another turnover. Sharing the basketball, ball fake, hang. No. Rebound, and we're out the other way. Vernon Smith with another dunk.
Hoo-ah!
Hammer time, Vernon Smith.
Big dunk. And they've woken up a crowd here. The Griffin fans that were on their feet for that dunk, they knew it was coming.
Yeah, the action is fast and furious here in the second quarter. Johnson steps out too long. He goes after his rebound. Great job by Johnson to keep it alive. Can't get it, gets it a third time, and he's denied again. Back the other way. Justice Lane for two. Timeout. East, they're a little bit tired. Brian Dawson recognized it, and they're going to take a 30-second time.
+20 students at the Akron Public Schools makes APS the 5th largest urban district in Ohio and the top performer among the 8 largest urban districts in the state. Learn more at akronschools.com. Also, APS IS wants to thank the Crystal Clinic Orthopedic Center and Quick Care for their support of Akron schools and athletics. The Crystal Clinic Orthopedic Care Center has same-day appointments and walk-ins for unexpected injuries, open 7 days a week.
We're all, let me see. Oh, okay, we're back. Oh man, I thought I couldn't hear. I was getting be sad.
Well,
we're all square at 23 here. Good action in the second quarter. Up and down we go. Fairly clean for the pace too. Not an abundance, I'm not trying to jinx us, of turnovers.
Well, there goes the house.
Yeah, I know. Had to say it. I knew I didn't want to.
Why don't you talk about the foul situation too, so we can have both of those?
We'll leave that to you. That's just too easy of an entry to Johnson. Great job with the footwork. He probably should have stayed on that right side, but he draws the foul. He'll shoot two.
Well, and really, you got to talk about good defense by Smith, because 2 pump fakes, he didn't leave the ground, and he was trying to get him to go after it, leave his feet so he could get a good shot, but gets him into a bad shot by staying home.
Johnson nails the first, put the Dragons back ahead. And he nails the second, nothing but net. 7 in the quarter, 11 first in double figures, and we're going to have a little change defensively for the Dragons. Going to go a little 2-3 here, looks like flatten it out until like kind of like a 3-2 look now.
Yeah, 3-2. Oh boy.
Wow, nothing? Leave it go.
Didn't lose an advantage.
Yep. Jones hangs.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe a push off, but who cares? That was amazing.
He got about 4 extra seconds in the air that no one else gets.
I know. How do you just hang like that? He did it again. Oh. He puts it on pause and then puts it down. So
he's got 9 points and 5 rebounds. And he gets about a turbo boost every time he leaves the ground.
He definitely likes the pace. Another turnover, but they turn it back. Nope, we'll stay with it. So back-to-back turnovers by the Griffins. And just like that, the Dragons up 6 here on the road. So I'd say a definite good timeout by Dawson. Futch's going to try to do the same thing and maybe get his team back in it with a good timeout.
Want to let you know our next broadcast coming up, Firestone versus North, the girls game right here on APS IS, your information station. Also want to let you know the Akron Public Schools nutritional specialists create more than 32,000 meals every day for their 21,000 students, and they're all free. Research shows that improved in nutrients nutrition has the potential to positively influence students' academic performance, and that is why it is important for students and the Akron Public Schools to have that. Learn more at akronschools.com. APS-IS also wants to thank BSN Sports for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Shop BSN Sports for their large selection of sports apparel, footwear, and sports equipment.
Can't stop looking at that leaf that's not quite on the floor. It hasn't moved yet. Nobody has bothered it whatsoever. Oh, nope.
It's about it's about 3 feet in front of Peter's camera, a leaf from outside, and Joe, just like, what was it? What was the movie that had the leaves blowing? Was it Beautiful something?
A Beautiful Mind?
No, American Beauty.
Oh yeah, what a weird.
It was
movie.
really weird.
I saw it for some reason. That's gonna.
It won a bunch of awards, and then it was.
Well,
you felt weird afterwards.
Kevin Spacey was in it, and he's he was
an
widely
odd
known
story.
as a great actor.
But there was like a 10-minute segment of leaves blowing.
Yeah. That must have been some kind of imagery that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Smith gets his second foul, so he'll check out.
The only beautiful images we have are dunks and hanging shots here on our broadcast. Brought to you by great Akron Public School students. Get it. Come on, I had a nice saying. That would have.
I like
little
how
N1 play could have really summed it together.
I like how they're using Deshaun Jones tonight, even though he's a guard with his strength and athleticism. They'll sneak him down into the post as they did there. Always an advantage when you have a guard that can post up. Because if you get the right matchup, you just take that thing down in. If you have a strength or size matchup.
Well, and really, Jones, given the quarter he's putting together, he's got 8 in the quarter. You could give him the ball just about anywhere. When they're hot, you ride them. And right now, he's shooting well.
You didn't jinx him either, partner. Biggest lead of the night for the Dragons, up 8 on an 8-0 run. After Buchtel roared back from being 4 down and tied it up. The switch to the zone working out thus far. Saw this last week with the Griffins. The zone has made them, it did last week, it made them all perimeter. They just couldn't get anything inside. We'll see if that changes.
Their offense hasn't changed to being in a zone.
Forces the outside shot. Billy Johnson clears down yet another rebound.
And for those in a zone like that, the parts that are open are around the elbow, but you don't see Smith come up to that point. He's still trying to post up on in the key area, and that's right along the set of 3 in that, or the 2 in the 3-2 zone.
Key playing zone defenses. Movement.
Spacing, movement.
Yeah, spacing and movement. And the key to beating it is
in the ball
movement.
The ball's got to come in and back out.
Yes.
It can't just stay out. That's the point of the zone.
That's what they want, yeah. And they want you to take a quick, contested jump shot.
See, the ball needs to come in to collapse the zone, but he's in the wrong spot. He needs to move up a little bit.
And see, you can trap out of a zone, but East is in a position where they need to trap right now. Nice stutter step, gets it up, no good. Skying for the rebound is Woods. Come back the other way. High-low game, but great hands by Billy Johnson.
Tracked it the whole way.
But then he threw it right back to the Griffs.
Step right on through. Step right up. Get your 2 points.
Boyce he's definitely getting the leeway of steppage that I can't get that 3 to go. But a good second quarter for the East Dragons gives them a 6-point lead. It's Dragons 31, Buchtel Griffins 25. at halftime. We'll be back with first half stats and second half action here on APSIS. Welcome back to Buchtel High School. Joe Pacansky, Dave Schick, Peter George with you here courtside. We're at the half. The East Dragons lead 31-25 over the Buchtel Griffins. Dave Schick with some first half stats.
Looking at for the East Dragons, you got 2 leading scorers. Deshaun Jackson took over the second quarter mainly with 11 points and 5 rebounds. His co-partner in crime in that second quarter, Billy Johnson, also had 11 points, but he's got 7 rebounds to go with that. On the other end for the home Griffins, their leading scorer, kind of a mixed bag outside of Marcel Boyce, who has 14 points and 2 rebounds. A lot of rebounding overall, but the rebounding battle so far going to the East Dragons, winning this one 21-13 here in the half, and a lot of extra chances for them that have built this lead. Back to you, Joe.
We get back to the second half action. Same starters for the Griffins, as they'll go with Poole, Perkins, Boyce Jr., Smith, and Singletary. The Dragons get a quick steal. Up and good the other way, Deshaun Jones, and he's had himself a nice ball game. 13 now. Jones, Robinson, Lee, Holly, and Billy Johnson. They also got some good minutes out off the bench from Cartier Trammell.
20-11 was their run in that second quarter, as we talked about with the stats.
Getting into the lane once again, Martell Perkins, he'll draw the foul this time. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Billy Johnson gets the reach.
At the line, shooting 2 shots for your Buchtel Griffins, number 5, Martell Perkins.
Perkins going to try to split the pair, and does. Cuts it back to a 7-point margin.
It was like a diamond press. And they go back into a 3-2 to the Griffins.
Skying for that rebound, Vernon Smith. Go back the other way. Hang in the air, up and good. Martell Perkins, I'm sorry, 2 more.
It's definitely come out attacking the last 2 possessions. They got a lot of height and strength underneath the basket to the Griffins here with their 2 bigs.
3 ball in and out. Billy Johnson just won that loose ball battle. He takes it to the hole. Man, did he get fouled. I'm sorry, he got hammered, dude. I know he's creating some contact, but he got it back too. No whistle. Go back to the Griffs. But nope.
That's where he said, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie, Joe.
Right back to the Dragons. The ball didn't lie. You're right. Man, Peter got to get a shot of those shoes courtside, center court. You see those?
With the fade on them?
The purple.
Are we talking about?
No, check them in the stand.
In the stand.
The VIP section.
Oh, gotcha.
I think he's an assistant coach for the girls team over there.
He's got a gray suit with purple shoes.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about Perry. He's got good shoes.
No, he's rocking the Grimaces.
Yeah.
Holly for his first 3 ball of the game. He's got 5. Back up to an 8-point margin. You can't miss those things, man. Nice stop and pop. Martell Perkins is in rhythm right now as he gets that little sway off the dribble, go left, square up, and drill it from mid-range.
Defensively, there's not a lot you can do for the Dragons other than potentially double them, which they don't want to do.
Contested shot, no. Big rebound by Marlon Lee. Marion Robinson with the ball fake, and he drills the jumper. His first 2 of the ball game. East keeps having an answer for every score seemingly that every time they cut it. Boyce with the thievery and the big basket. Back to a 6-point game. Good sneak in the backcourt there by Boyce Jr. Quick 3 seconds on Marlon Lee, and then back-to-back turnovers on East. They got 9 now in the ball game.
3-second violation. Griffin ball.
Don't get a lot of 3-second calls all the time. I don't know if it's the zone that's getting him caught in there because he's trying to post up one specific player. So it's tending to get him to stay in there longer than he should be.
Paris checks in for the Griffs. So does Justice Lane. Nice pass, just a little too far out to maybe alley-oop that one. Could have came down with it. We're gonna have a jump ball. Gonna go back to the Dragons. Tony Motley in as well. Cartier Trammell in for the Dragons. Nice steal by Billy Johnson. Can't get it to go though. Rebound to Marion Robinson. A lot of offensive rebounds tonight for the Dragons. Johnson can't find anybody to pass to, so he'll fire up a shot. Can't get it to go. Justice Lane with a rebound. It's poked away though. Dragons get it back.
Premier had a good second quarter, passes his shot up.
Oh, beautiful stroke by Marion Robinson for 3. Kind of quieted, taking this home crowd out of the game. Justice Lane gets his own rebound.
Not a lot of touch around the basket for the Griffs.
No. But they are on their third shot now. Lane can't get it. Still battling. Loose ball goes to Jones, and we're going to have a foul in the backcourt on Buchtel. 3 chances at it, just couldn't get it to go.
It's going to be Smith again.
Number 13.
Yeah.
Smith.
That'll be his
Smith
third.
is third.
Team first.
Billy Johnson going to get a breather. That will bring number 5, Tyrell Vickers, into the ball game. And Boyce Jr. back in for the Griffs, who switched back to that extended 2-3 zone. Nice pass on the cut. Lee, drop step, no. Rebound, Boyce Jr. in traffic, and then it's thrown away. Home crowd wanted a foul. Spin move for Robinson, and it's lost out of bounds, but it'll stay with East.
And they're having problems with that person coming after the rebound because right now they're without Billy Johnson, their biggest rebounder in the game. So now the guards are coming after the bigs when they secure that rebound to try and take it out on the dribble.
Cartier Trammell with a good rebound in traffic. And I will say, offensive rebounding, great offensive rebounding by the guards, not just Billy Johnson, but team rebounding for the Dragons.
Well, a great presence of just where they are on the court because they had 2 plays really in the corner where most players don't like to stay. Went inside, outside, drove twice from that angle, and now they're able to get the foul, get closer to the bonus, and get some points here at the line.
Decent crowd here tonight to watch this one. Cartier Trammell's been real good off the bench. And why not? Bank After hours. Good. 11-point lead, first double-digit lead of the night. Back to that 3-2 zone for the Dragons. Good job playing the passing lanes.
Looks to go inside, passes underneath, tipped up and out of bounds. And we don't know who saw it. We're gonna have to go to a signal.
That's unfortunate because that was off of Buchtel. I think.
Could have raised your hand, Joe. I mean, they were looking for people to give a signal, you know.
First down. They didn't give it to anybody. They just said, jump it up. The Buchtel will take it in the alternate possession. Hodgepool drives, but he's cut off. But a nice lay to Justice Lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Foul on East, number 3, Carter Trammell.
Trammell's second. Really no one in foul trouble on either team outside of Smith, just with 3, which he just picked up in this quarter. Lane gets it to fall.
Yeah, for the Griffs, it's been a tough finding that offensive identity. Billy Johnson corrals the second ball, which was missed. Dragons by 10 and the ball. Inside 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Johnson. Nice move by him. He gets it to go. His first 2 of the third quarter.
And just something that the Griffins haven't been able to do, and that's post up, shoot, score.
Foul on East, number 2, Marion Robinson.
Robinson with his first, team third.
At the line, shooting 2 shots for your Buchtel Griffins, number 1, Taj Poole.
Hodgepool can't get the first one to go. Six for 12 for the line for the Griffs so far.
Gets the second to fall.
7 for 8 for the away team. They've just been a little bit sharper on both ends. Johnson goes for it, but Poole runs it down in traffic. Contact, and they're going to get him for a foul on the other end. Foul's mounting up now. It was delay.
Holly, his second, team fourth. Yeah, the pace has definitely just started sliding off a little bit, as had a very quick first half, back and forth, and good kind of flow to the game. And that's been lost here for a good chunk of this third quarter. As you look at it, I mean, East has come down from where they were in the second quarter points-wise, and about 10 points on both sides. There's just not a lot going on.
1 for 2 again for Lane. Another offensive rebound for the Dragons. Been huge for them, 10+ offensive boards in this ball game. They're looking inside to Johnson. They're doing a nice job really kind of denying him. Oh, nice no look.
Wow.
Eric Holly with a great finish too, yeah. That was a big basket.
I don't know where he was aiming that one.
It's almost like Buchtel's getting behind, and then they're getting rushy, especially in the zone. You know, they're just trying to get shots off quickly. They can't get anything to fall, and that makes you frustrated, but then the ball movement stops.
Well, they got Smith, Singletary, and Poole in, and they've rebounded the ball well, but the rest of the team still has to get good shots. A good shot goes in. They're trying to maybe just put up a shot and get in better position with the rebound.
Holly on the drive, can't get it to go. Rebound by Billy Johnson, great position, and the stick back for Johnson. And a nice third quarter again for the Dragons. It wasn't pretty, but they have extended the lead now to 14 here on the road. East 49, Buchtel 35 after 3.
And they take over that third quarter as they put a nice 18-10 quarter together to extend the lead and get things going. We want to thank APS IS wants to thank Swenson's Drive-In for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Swenson's Drive-In, home of the Galley Boy, America's best burger, open all year long. Also, the fine and performing arts programs are top-notch at Akron Public Schools. Their National Scholastic Gold Key Awards, Silver Key Awards winners, and much more. Come see the difference at akronschools.com. Also want to let you know our next broadcast will be Firestone versus North, the girls' side. We'll be right here on your information station. Buchtel just hasn't been able to put together a consistent effort. I thought they really had a chance there in the third quarter with East sputtering a little bit towards the end, but they did the same and kind of both sputtered, I guess, at the same time.
And you know what it's been, partner? The last time we had them against Ellett, they struggled offensively, and then it led to Ellett getting hot with the 3-ball. And here tonight, it hasn't been that. It's been the offensive rebounds and more on the defensive effort, not securing rebounds or getting beat down the floor a couple times. That's kind of been the difference in this ball game. They go right at Johnson. He loses it. Vernon Smith, a nice catch and finish off of the loose ball. Much needed basket for the Griffins. You got to think they're going to bring some full court pressure here too, right?
And he's one of their bigger weapons. First points here in the second half.
Basket counts at the line for the end one for your Buchtel Griffins, number 13, Smith.
Fouls on Lee, but you know, nobody really in foul trouble in this one. Smith has 3 fouls. He's the only guy that has 3. Marlon Lee gets the rebound off the miss.
Up top. Can't get the alley-oop to fall. Goes back into Singletary's hands.
And that was just a complete defensive miscue. What a steal on the other end, though.
An athletic play to catch and then spot on for behind the back to get it back in bounds.
Well, that was deep. And you're going to get a hold. Johnson doing a nice job getting position. Singletary's working, but he's got no help there on the backside.
Johnson here, a very nice game as he's got 10 rebounds already, 7 of them offensive.
Wow. They try to force that lob and it just wasn't there. Poole on the other end can't get it to go, but he is fouled. Getting to the foul line, the Griffins, but they're only 4 for 9 here in the second half. Marlon Lee joins the 3-foul club.
And also puts them 1 away from the bonus. They're at 16 fouls.
That one not shooting. They called that one on the floor. But yeah, they'll be shooting the rest of the way regardless. Just gets it in time. Griff's got to get this thing below 10. Boys for three. They've done a good job on him in the second half. Only 2 points after those 14 first half points.
Buchtel would need an explosive fourth quarter here. They haven't beat the Dragons in a quarter since the first when they were up 14-11.
Robinson, it looked like he lost it, but nope. Off the glass and good.
Was that Robinson or Jones?
I think it was Robinson. They said Jones, but it was Robinson.
Yeah.
He's got 7. Oh, man, he was wide open if he just would have turned to the basket. They're applauding the defense because this is taking time, and that time is your friend when you're up 14.
Oh, it's ugly offense out there, and they're frustrated too as they turn the ball over.
Really struggling against the zone back-to-back games that we've had anyway. And they've only knocked down 1 3-pointer in the first quarter, so they don't have that zone extender. But they're not rebounding enough to get points off their defense, which is synonymous with the Griffins.
Well, they have 2 big post players, but those post players aren't real great in the post, at least tonight. They've missed a lot of turn hooks and short layups to the basket.
This game is being played at East pace. They're picking their spots and beating them down the court, but they're controlling tempo. Billy Johnson with another rebound. And you got to do that when you got Billy Johnson. You don't want to get it into a track meet, but you want to pick your spots and still get fast break points.
Well, and because their front court can't shoot like Johnson can, he can come out and he's made a couple of jump shots and a 3, so it can draw his defender away from the basket a little bit. You can't say that for Singletary, Smith, or Poole. They're not really drawing. They want to either post up or drive.
Right.
And that's not available because they're kind of packing the paint against them. Graduation rates are climbing at Akron Public Schools as they transform high schools by strengthening the connection of learning in the classroom with what students may pursue after graduation. And that makes learning more meaningful. It starts at the college and career academics of Akron at akronschools.com. Also, APS-IS wants to thank the Children's Hospital Sports Medicine for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Children's Hospital Sports Medicine, treating all athletes regardless of age, skill level, or sport. Start your recovery today at the Children's Hospital for Sports Medicine.
Back to action here. East with the ball. Comfortable 14-point lead. See if they take the air out of it or if they continue to attack.
The hard thing for the Griffins is they have a good backcourt. So their 2 guards, outside of that turnover there that we just saw, they've been able to control the ball in the forecourt and the backcourt. So it's hard to press them because they have 2 good guards, not just one, that can handle it and then speed to attack. And then even that half-court set, they could make a mess of this clock management for the rest of the game.
Ball's going to stay with the Griffins.
Buchtel cheerleader took a dive, not won that ball. Come after her. I'm going to go on Jones, his second.
Get him across the arm
and
there.
We'll shoot.
Foul on East, number 1, Deshaun Jones. His second, team 7.
I don't know what those guys are doing.
At the line for the 1-1, the Buchtel Griffins, number 11.
I'm not sure what's going on over there.
Too many games, Joe. Too many games. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Boyce,
He knocks it down.
His second half has been, where's he been?
Defense.
The offense has been missing him here in the second half.
Yeah, that's what he really exploded against their man-to-man. Since they went zone, they've been able to kind of corral him a little bit more. Watch him maybe. Jones with his 7th rebound.
As we're in the 4th quarter here, we'll have our APS Information Station Player of the Game once we get near the conclusion of tonight's ball game.
Good ball movement. Boyce, three-pointer, can't get it to go. Rebound, Grace. They're going to get him over the back. Ugh. I don't know. Charles might have got a bad luck there. Buchtel bringing the pressure. Good patience. Johnson passes up the look. He finds Jones, who can't get it to go. Another rebound for Charles.
I think he got hit in the face.
Yeah, because he kind of weirdly lost that. It was just kind of eye. It was just like, but if you got it in the eyeball,
yeah, it looked like eye. And he didn't really grab it though because he just lost the ball. He almost like he was trying to force to keep his eye open to try and grab the ball.
At the line, shooting the 1-1 for your Buchtel Griffins, number 11, MJ Boyce.
That one was on Eric Holly, his 3rd.
First one knocked down by MJ Boyce.
Hits the second as well.
There you go.
And we'll have a timeout. Dual degrees are an efficient and affordable way to get your high school diploma and 2 years of college under your belt all at one time. The Akron Early College, High School, and Dual Degree Learning only at Akron Public Schools. Your future starts now at akronschools.com. Also, APS-IS wants to thank Leonardo's Pizza and Chicken in Ellett for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Leonardo's Pizza and Chicken, where delicious pizza is still made right on the stone oven. Get your slice today at Leonardo's.
Back to action, 11-point lead. More 2-2-1 pressure. And this isn't the get after it pressure, though. This is the
make a bad decision pressure.
Yeah. Which
Trying
I
to
like.
get you to make a bad decision turns into a turnover.
And I don't know if this late I like it, but
you need to go on a big run.
Yeah. I might deny the ball in bounds at this point, try to get a couple easy scores, but who knows?
The Dragons are smart. Great look. Well, and they came out of the zone, made them come out of their zone a little bit and stretch it out because they can waste the clock. So that brought the edge of that 3-2 zone out, and then they curled right back in and hit the underbelly.
Boyce just continues to attack. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 more. Yeah, great look on the other end, though, by Eric Holly. Finding the open man. Boyce drills the first.
And Boyce probably putting it on too late here with 3:13 left in the game. We needed to see this effort that we're seeing here in the 4th and the 3rd quarter when he didn't get things going.
I'll take 19 points from our freshman, though. Hey, getting that pressure again. Nice step through, and he draws the foul. Good patience. He does a nice job of using a little ball and head fakes. You know, kind of like you mentioned a little bit of rust. I see a little bit of Kevin Johnson in him. If we go older, a guy that can hang, guy that could burst, but also use his body well.
Well,
Kemba Walker's great at that in the NBA right now.
Well, I think the Kevin Johnson comparison, because his explosion isn't up as much as it
More
is back and
hanging,
forth. More crafty.
Line drives the second one home. Jones has had a nice night, 14 points, 7 rebounds. Nice compliment to Billy Johnson with that 1-2 punch. Paris back in. He gets his first two. And the big thing for him is they need to get him healthy because he can be explosive.
And he's limping coming down the floor already.
Yeah, he's been out a little bit. Getting back into basketball shape and getting stronger will be the key for him, so they can have him towards that end of the season and tournament run, hopefully.
Well, and having feet problems,
they always affect you if you're a bigger and heavier guy or if you're a fast guy.
It takes away all your mobility and your rhythm because you got to plant defensively, offensively.
Oh, almost a steal and then knock away. Boyce with good anticipation, just bad luck. It went out of bounds.
Still a wonderful leaf there, Joe.
It hasn't come into play.
Has not come into play.
Maybe Peter can fade out American Beauty style.
Yeah, you could just tilt down, Peter. We'll use tell Ryan we're going to use all 20 seconds on the leaf in front of the stand.
Deshaun Jones with the super teardrop. Paris from 25, he's going to heat it up.
Ankle what?
He's gutting it out. Cuts it down to 10, but only 1:46 left. Getting late for the Griffs, but a big shot there by Paris.
APS-IS wants to thank the HEPA Environmental Services, Inc. for their support of Akron schools and athletics. HEPA Environmental Service, Inc. providing safe, timely, and cost-effective abatements, disposal, and remediation services. Also, the International Baccalaureate program, where the IB is integrated now into many of Akron Public Schools for accelerated and more challenging learning. Go to akronschools.com to find out more. So a little over a minute left, and we'll have our APS Information Station Player of the Game. And I'm looking you could look in the backcourt and make a statement. Statistic-wise, the front court with Billy Johnson makes another interesting persuasion of who you like.
Yeah, he doing about.
He's got
I guess what
double-double.
you expected. He's had a nice ball game and he stayed out of foul trouble. He's been, even in the beginning of the game when he couldn't get some stuff to go, he's kind of stayed with it. He hasn't forced anything tonight. But Deshaun Jones has been a huge difference maker as well. Not only handling the basketball, but just kind of controlling tempo and really inside and out. Look at that look inside. The two guys we talk about. Johnson can't get it to go, but he'll stay here as he battles for the rebound and gets it and he's fouled. This is not the same East Dragon team we saw the other night. When we had them in our last telecast against North was just – they got the 50-50 balls. They held them to one shot. They kind of forced them to be more of a perimeter-oriented team. Tonight, the Dragons have taken the action to them, and that could be the dagger. Holly right in front of us for 3. He thought he was fouled, too. He's got 10. Oh, my goodness, the other way. Vernon Smith posterizes.
See, Peter, you got bumped a little bit on the 3. Be glad you weren't underneath the hoop for the dunk.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Be a higher impact.
That shook out my fillings over here. Great use of the ball fake. I don't even know if that pass was intended for him. It might have been going to Lee. Billy's like, I got it. He draws the foul. I like the fact that East has stayed aggressive. They haven't taken the air out of the basketball, but they've stayed under control at the same time.
A lot of teams, they like to get up and then they change the offense.
No.
And they haven't changed a whole lot. They've just been more patient, trying to use up more time and really get that extra pass.
Was that a great shot in the corner? No, but he took it in rhythm with confidence. It wasn't rushed, and you got to have the confidence to knock that down. And when they haven't taken good shots, they've attacked the glass so well that they've gotten a lot of second, third opportunities. Johnson can't get either one of them to go. Chance to cut it to single digits here. Paris from 30, a little too quick.
Heat the check.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where you have to know that you can't come away with an empty possession.
Yeah. You need a quick shot. You just need it to go in. Deshaun Jones.
Down 7's better than down 9 again.
Jones drills the first, 17 now for him. Crowd starting to file out here. Jones 2 for 2, 18 points. Trying to get Paris loose. Deep 3 ball, no. Smith tries to take it off the rafters. Look who comes out with it. Jones with the left hand now.
Back to the rebound.
Pull it out, says Coach Dawson, and they listen. Marlon Lee is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 1-1.
Yeah, looking it up as we're going to start emptying benches here with 27 seconds left. Billy Johnson leaves going to have this ball game with 17 points, 14 rebounds, 9 of them offensive. A great night for him as you look at it. 10 points for Eric Hawley with 4 rebounds. Marlon Lee had 6 rebounds. On the other end for the Griffins, Boyce had just a fantastic game as the freshman. Finishes with 20 points and 3 rebounds. But the rest of the roster doesn't give them a lot of support. And certainly our APS Information Station Player of the Game goes to Deshaun Jones with 18 points and 8 rebounds. And some highlights there in the second quarter as he hit 3 in a row. 2 of them were beautiful scoop shots that'll certainly be in our highlight video on YouTube.
And you mentioned that second quarter, Dave. That is when they kind of took the lead and didn't stretch it out too much, but that's when they kind of took control of this game, and he was the catalyst.
So certainly congratulations to Deshaun Jones, our APS Information Station Player of the Game.
Impressive victory on the road for the Dragons. They'll go 2-4 in conference play, and for some reason they just fouled Paris about 40 feet away from the basket on another desperation 3 attempt. For the Griffins, they're going to drop their last 2. They're 3-3 now in the league, and it's getting it to be an interesting battle for second place. You got Dragons, Griffins, and maybe even North Vikings kind of making a stance here. Really, there's no, on any given night, there's no walkovers this year.
Not last year, where there was
much more balance.
Division I talent, really almost 2 Division I talent teams on there, and they were able to run away with it. And you saw it in the tournament as they pulled away and went to the Final Four to the Griffins. That's not the case this year.
Yeah, Ellett now definitely the favorite. They're undefeated in the league. Cartier Trammell, I guess, put a seal on it. He throws it down. And an impressive victory for the Dragons as they win this one going away 65-50 on the road against the Buchtel Griffins.
Yeah, certainly stay tuned to your information station here as we have the Firestone Falcons and the North Vikings, the girls game, coming up next time here on the information station. Also want to thank the collaborative efforts from the school administrators, teachers, parents, all of them that empower Akron students to achieve their highest level of success. This broadcast brought to you by APS IS, where we imagine, inspire, and inform. Good night.